One more play. Comes to Walker. Cut out ball. Kalamatangi flick pass. That was clever. Gray. Ricochet. It sits up there. Jaden Sewer has it. Ashley Klein wants to check it, but he thinks that Gray has knocked it off.
I've actually got a penalty try, though. He's actually grabbed and denied the opportunity to pick the ball up. In my opinion, I believe he would have scored.
At this point, Jai Gray is the lead chaser and most likely to get to the ball first. And in our opinion, a try would have been scored if not for the foul play of Lachlan Ilias. We have a decision.
There's a penalty try. Calm at dummy half. This comes back to DeBellin, who puts it down in the middle. Play on is the call. Gutherson, quick ball to Tyrell Sloan. In just his third game on the wing for the Red V.
With the longer pass, a cutout pass to find Sloan, and Sloan is very quick. They weren't going to stop him there, block.
Mamazelis comes out here to Totola, runs towards Gutherson, who's got his hands full on the big front rower. Hook went around the legs. DeBellin was also there. And they just go from dummy half. And Peter Mamazelis catches them napping.
Inside shoulder there. They just overread it. Come off the line too hard.
Got some shape on this right-hand side now. Flanagan, Ilias, quick hands. Gutherson, here they come again. Good hands from Surley. And diving in to score again. It's a double on his return for Tyrell Sloan.
Here's Gutherson getting in between two players. The offload, that's clever stuff. And as you said, Surley, big Surley, could have scored himself there. Big fella, he wouldn't have stopped him that close to the line, but he says, there, Sloan. Well, he showed great confidence there, just attack on the football. The good chase was on. Here they go.
Tuipulotu goes straight through them. He's a big body as a winger. He runs to Gray. Jai Gray cuts him down. A try saver right there. Small man on big man. Such courage from the fullback. Now it's Stewart who takes it forward inside the 20. They're lined up left then right. They go to Flanagan. Bypasses Gutherson. Holmes. Tuipulotu. Big tackle again. Ilias chips one. Over there is Leilua. Also there was Stewart, who passed it backwards off a Rabbitoh, and Flanagan has scored for the Dragons. And now they're set for a shot on this left-hand side. Humphreys comes out the back to Jai Gray. He draws, passes. Bentley Harvey on debut, taken into touch. Good defence. Penalty though for the high contact. And the New Zealand winger from Tyrell Sloan. Flanagan through Leilua, comes out to Gutherson. Good ball to Tuipulotu. Just went straight past Jai Arrow. Runs towards Gray. Fires it back inside. Christian Tuipulotu. Flanagan does some dancing in the in goal as well. And why not dance? Because they've extended the lead here. Jaden Sullivan, the former Dragon, is out there now. Here's Tuipulotu off Gutherson once again. What a combination they are proving to be. He might make it rain money once again because it's a big lead now for the Dragons. The Rabbitohs grab one here. A long way from done. Humphreys to Walker. Saw some space, and just like that, the veteran Cody Walker stands up. At 35 years of age, his team needed him, and he takes them across the line on his back. Flanagan showing Gutherson, Holmes, Tuipulotu once again. This time they're there. It was Campbell Graham who just stayed with him and comfortably took him into touch. Now short. Kepi from close range. Well, they almost lulled them to sleep on the line, and the ball came quickly to Kepi. The big boy dives in. In a moment, we're going to be locked up here at 24 apiece. Last play here, Walker over his shoulder. Havili goes back to Humphreys. He'll take a one-point attempt from right in front, and he has kicked it. 25 plays 24. What a win. A come-from-behind win by the Rabbitohs.
I know we've had the opportunities to win this game. What was going on out there?
Too many things to cover, really, Lara. There was poor decisions. On last tackles, we kicked on tackle 4 when we were on a sideline. Then we didn't kick when we were in good field position. And then some really soft tries. I think it was Kepi scored a dive over from dummy half. Another one there. Not good enough. So. I'm really, really disappointed because that's not what this team has showed me in the trials and showed me during pre-season training. But in the end, South, they've got some out, we know that, and they were out on their feet. We could have knocked them out, lead by 12. We could have knocked them out with a bit of effort and energy, and we just couldn't find it, and they found it. Fullback, I thought, just showed exactly what we needed. He had effort and energy, and then even to kick the field goal, I think the ball hit the ground twice and he just gets it and goes, I may as well have a shot here, and we had no pressure on him. So you don't deserve to win when you do things like that and let soft tries in.
Where were the leaders in those moments? Because you also could have kicked one at one point to make it more comfortable.
Well, once again, I won't go too depth into it, but the people who needed to make the decisions didn't make them the right ones and didn't get us into field position. We showed no energy in that last 6 or 7 minutes that when it was, drawn to, get into field position and maybe score a try. Like every time we went down there, we scored, in the first half, and we just didn't give ourselves a chance. Credit to South, they scrambled and they competed harder and longer.
Where are your captains?
Yep. Well, I thought Gutho tried. And Damien had to go and play right centre for Sully when he came off. It's not his ideal position, but he's done it plenty of times before. And he probably hit the nail on the head without me going into it too deep.
He's also not here now, is that?
No, Cookie's just got a bit of a knock to the back of his head where I think he's getting attended to. So that's why he's not here.
Ribs?
Ribs. He got a painkiller at half time, and I don't think it helped at all. So he was a passenger in the second half, and we had to get him off.
Final positives for Slaney, especially in the first half. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, Slaney was one of the better ones. He tried hard, scored a good try and so on, but we just need more of everyone.
I know you mentioned the field goal attempt, but for no blokes, no urgency there. Was it fatigue? What do you put it down to? Was it an attitude thing?
Well, they found energy to get there and go get that field position, and in the NRL, it's just sometimes it's mind over matter. You just got to get there. You got to get it done. Yeah, everyone's fatigued, everyone's tired, but it's the people that can go and do it once you're into the fatigue. They're the classy NRL players, and we just didn't have any of them today. We just didn't compete hard enough for long enough.
Good thing, bad thing, you'd rather be getting them.
Well, you wouldn't want to be one of my players, Lara, for the next 10 or 12 days, that's for sure. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty.
We get a chance to have a plan this week, Fano. Is he a chance to come straight back in, obviously, or straight into the squad for round 4?
Yeah, he is, but, Clem's a good player, but is he going to fix that? Our attitude and effort in the last 30 seconds when the ball's on the ground to go and get it, want to win it, so he'll help, but we've got bigger issues.
Do you think the players were aware that South were down to 2 players on the bench with half an hour to go and might have thought that was just coasting from there?
No, not an excuse. Not one. I wasn't aware of it. I know that one of their forwards had a couple of HIAs there. We've had that situation last week. We lost our forward in the first 10 minutes or so to an ACL, and you just have to handle it. And South handled it well. You got 13 and 13 out there. It wasn't an issue to us. They just competed harder and longer.
How's that adjustment period been for Lockie Ilias? I know he's coming for a very serious injury, new club, short pre-season, but are you getting to the point where he needs to be, or is it slower than what you hope maybe?
You were here, weren't you?
I was here.
Yep. You're smarter than that. You can make your own assessment.
Playing against all odds, the team gets the result. What did you think when Jamie Humphries kicks that winner?
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. Enjoyed being there.
Did you enjoy the stress of that game, though, given you'd had 2 players out?
I'm not sure about that part of it. There was just, a team that refused to give up. Every reason to find fault with their performance and, start to turn on each other, but they didn't. They just got stronger, and in the end, we were quite dominant here the last 20 minutes.
Did you feel they had it in them though, given the conditions out there as well? And
yeah, well, I never doubted that. I mean, we've got a lot of players missing, but they know my expectations of them, and it's as simple as that. Yeah.
What's to say about this team, Wayne? Because there would have been plenty of people when you lost, obviously, Latrell and came in the space of a few minutes, say that 2-0 would have been almost beyond you guys to start the season.
Yeah, we don't read the papers or listen to the press, so it didn't worry us. We haven't thought like that.
What's it say? That it was a fair setback. Number of guys you are missing to be in this position after 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, it just shows the spirit in the club and the spirit in the players. I mean, they were, 26, 12 or 14 or something, and they were all over us and doing high fives and thought had won the game, and we just kept turning up, and that's their great strength.
what does it say about the spirit of your halfback to be the one to step up in that moment?
Well, I'm sure Cody didn't want to do it.
Did you say Cody take over?
The good part about it wasn't much thought to it. There wasn't much process to it. He just backed himself, and we had a bit of luck there with a bit of field position, and he just whacked it over. And I think that's a great way to do it without all that stress that goes with everybody trying to get field position and whatever to drop the field goal. So.
What does it say about him, Cody, that, you guys had your backs against the wall in that game?
Well, I think if I remember correctly, I think I got the ball and I dropped it. And it sort of went. And I said to him after the game, I said, were you even thinking about a field goal? And he's like, yeah. I said, that's the last thing on my mind at that point, right? It's not my strength in terms of, game planning and stuff like that, but he just nailed it. But it was just, one of those things that he nailed it, and our first thought was just we had to defend it and not make errors and, get back to the kickoff and not make errors because, they're a quality team with a lot of strike power, so they're up 24, what was it, 12 or whatever?
27,
and they've got
26.
Some really good outside backs and some, good spine members, so they're a dangerous team for sure.
You've had 2 games with Jamie now. What do you like about him?
Yeah, he's pretty calm. He doesn't say a lot off the field. He's pretty quiet. He goes about his business, and when he comes on the field, he's just a competitor. He barks orders and gets us around the park a fair bit, and just does his job. It's been evident in the last 2 weeks that he's been kicking us into the right positions, getting himself in position to kick on the last, and getting us in good field position. But again, he does a lot of work. Before training, on his body and prep, he's similar to Cam in the way that he preps for training and games and things like that. So, it's been a joy having him at the club.
Why does he almost seem a bit more experienced? There's only 3 NRL games in, but does he almost seem a bit more experienced than a guy who's only played a handful of games? Yeah,
no, he does. He's very confident in himself. Without talking about himself, he doesn't see anything as a challenge. I mean, his goal kicking for us is doing all our long kicks, dropped a field goal today, and it's just. And we haven't put any pressure on him to do that. He just stepped up and put his hand up and said, "I can do that." And there's been no lack of trust or confidence in what he's doing himself. I mean, we won the game last week on his goal kicking, and we won again tonight on his goal kicking. You look at the scoreboard, and that's so. No, he's doing a great job. Graham Arnold will want to take a rap for that. Forgot you, Graham, sorry. You're unemployed at the moment.
Wayne, now the coach gave Gray a pretty big run. What's been pleasing you most about his performance in the last couple of weeks?
Oh, he just plays with such energy. He's a very confident player. He's so brave for the size of him, and he's feared of nothing. And he made a great try-saving tackle in the first half. Guy run over 3 of our players, and this little guy just turns up and makes the tackle. I love coaching him. I think we love playing with him. Hey, Cody, he just he does. He's no fuss. He just turns up at training, trains hard, turns up in the footy and trains and tries and plays. I think he had 27 carries today. Yeah, that's a huge amount. Yeah.
Jai Arrow and Tallis Duncan, how are they going?
Oh, Jai will be right. He didn't get a HIA one on either of the times he's up. And under the rules, if you go off twice in the game, you can't come back on, so he'll be available for next week. But I think Tallis has certainly done a hamstring. I don't know how bad. But we got Jack back next week with Whiten, so.
I'm just interested what you thought about Peter Mamazelis today. Look, sort of took his chances, didn't he? The one out dummy half, then put Sean into the gap for the last try.
Yeah, well, he wanted to come off 10 minutes in the first half. 10 minutes left in the first half, he was bugging. He was pretty tight by the time he got to the end of the second half, I can tell you. But he's just got to mature a little bit there. But, you know, he probably wins us the game because he put a couple of plays on that, got us tries and got us back into the game. So, no, he's a good kid, he's a good player, he's just got a little bit more maturity in him.